Okay, we're beginning to film the 1978 trip to Germany. We're in Baden Baden already, so this might be the second roll. Let me focus this thing. Oops. There we go. Now, it's a little cut off on one. There we go. Okay, that's going up to the Neue Schloss. Let's make sure we're on the side streets walking around. Okay. This looks pretty clear. This is Super 8. Play with the focus. Can't get the focus too clear, but I guess that's because it's kind of cloudy, it looks like. Steinberger Hof, that was one of the fancy hotels. And there's Linda checking out the flowers. Another hotel along the Oos, and there's the poorhouse. And that's where they had the concerts, open air concerts. This is 1978, so Linda's 13 or 14, 65 is Now we're heading someplace, but I really don't know where. We're probably going down the Rhine Valley. Let's see how much time we have left on the video. Let's see, we have 1 hour and 53 minutes left on the card, and then the question becomes whether we can move all of this onto one disc, which we'll find out. That's why we're playing around with this. So that's almost 2 hours left on the card. Pension. Probably someplace where we stayed. Old train. They're really modern nowadays. That was an old one. There's Brian. I was wondering where you were. Climbing up in the tree. In those days you could climb in the tree. When we went with Linda, when we went with Amanda and Wyatt, you couldn't climb in the trees anymore. But that was 20 years later, almost. There, the gardens were back in Baden Baden, it looks like. No, maybe not. Maybe this is Eschingen. That's where the Danube starts. That was the well. I'm no sure now. That was the spring where the Danube River starts. And this is the town, Eschingen. Getting a lot of architecture. Furstenberg, yeah, that was the, what's her name? The Baroness von Furstenberg. And this was a Zimmerfrei where we stayed. And here we're coming up to the RheinFalls, I bet you. Sure looks like it. That's it. Have to compare this flow of water with the flow we had on our pictures. Well, we didn't take any video, that's right, we only took pictures. There's the castle we went up to. Swans everywhere. And this was the diversion that sent the water down past the oldest electric generating station, water-powered generating station in Europe. I don't know if it's my imagination, but it sure looks like there was a lot more water flowing and rougher flowing than we were there the last time with Linda and family. That's the old power station. And that's the bridge. We walked across and then up the hill to the castle. And Mom waited for us on the other side. Don't remember either if that sign was still out there. That's the metal sign in the middle of the river. But look at all that water. I sure think that looks like a stronger flow than when we were there. And I think we were there at the same time of year. This was probably right after school stopped, June. And it was June, July when we were there with Linda and family. Petting zoo. Check the video. That still looks real good. And again, the colors on the video, on the screen here, everything's kind of brownish. On the video screen, it's nice and blue and white. We'll have to see when we play this how it turns out. When we play it on TV. And there's St. Myers. That was in Zurich, Dietlikon. And that's Ernst there. Remember, he was a patent attorney who was going back and forth between England and Russia to get the royalties for Rolls-Royce jet engines that the Russians were refusing to pay. Because they didn't believe in patents and copyrights and that kind of thing. There's Woody! And there's that old bridge. This is in Lucerne then. We must have left Zurich and gone to Lucerne to see her brother. Aldi? Forget his name. Zurich was a pretty city. Except this may be Lucerne. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's the bridge. The bridge. We'll have to see. We'll have to go a little further and see. Lucerne. There it is. 800 years. Celebration. I remember that though. We were there that year. It was their 800th birthday. Should have gone slower so we could have read what that building was. We had lunch here somewhere, right in this area, in a little restaurant. Colorful flags. But I think that was all part of that celebration. They really decorated the town, decked out the town. And clocks all over the place. And of course, that's what the Swiss are famous for. Oh, there's Edith and her family. That's right, we went to visit them. That's Lake Lucerne. They had a boat down there, and Aldo said, why should I ever leave this place when we talked about coming to the States for a visit? I said, I have everything right here. This is in the house there. I'm sure we had coffee and cake. That family, the Sonmeyers and the Beerers, they were related to Mom, my mother, on the mother's side, on the grandmother's side. Because she came from Switzerland. My grandmother came from Switzerland, from here. And one of these mountains is the Jungfrau, but I don't know which one. There are those old 1890 steamers on the boat. They had a beautiful view from up there. I don't know if you remember, but you could look down over the town and the lake. And that's the father, the one on the left. He had the nursery. surprised we're down here in, ooh, look at the rainbow. We're down here in southern Germany at the beginning of the film. There's our hotel where we stayed. That was outside Zurich. And this is the Sandmeyer home, I think. But I'm surprised, but I guess we came into Frankfurt and went south and then went north to Bremen. There's our little Fiesta. There we go. I think that's a glider. That's probably, yeah, that's why I took the picture. Little Ford Fiesta. Oh, this is the ferry going over from, what was the name? From Friedrichshafen to Romanshorn, I believe it was called. This is the same Lake Constance that we went across with Eric and Linda and the children, only this is further south. When we went across from them, we left from Meersburg, which is at the northern end of this lake. What I remember on this ship, I don't know if any of the others did, but the toilet paper was stamped Deutsches Bundesbahn, every sheet. And I guess that was so you wouldn't swipe it, I don't know. But I never saw anything like that, the toilet paper, every sheet lettered with the Deutsches Bundesbahn, because these ships, these ferries, were part of the railway system, public transportation. Moving right along. Now we're coming in, I think we're coming into Friedrichshafen because we left from the west side of the lake going east. We had been in Switzerland and from Romanshorn over to Friedrichshafen is where the ferry took us. We wanted to go to the Zeppelin Museum, but it was a Monday and it was closed. All the museums in Germany were closed on Mondays. Friedrichshafen, yeah. They had a waterfront promenade just like Meersburg did. In fact, the towns were quite similar. Friedrichshafen may have been a little larger, a little more commercial. Well, he pulled off. There's the Alps. That's where we're heading. We're going over to, I think, to Oberammergau, to Alpenstrasse. And this is the time we stayed in Hindaling, up on the side of the hill. I don't remember if this was our first trip down this way into, Bavaria or not. I really don't remember. Looks like picnic time. And look at the roads. In those days, it sure wasn't much traffic, but that's all changed. Then it was all Volkswagens on the road. Now it's all Mercedes. These are nice bright pictures. I guess it must have been midday with a lot of sun. Maybe not. We got long shadows. Oh yeah, the snails. We found the snails up in the hills. Yeah, I remember this little sequence. These are some of the brightest, nicest pictures we ever got with that camera, and it must have been just the right combination of sun and angle. We took a long walk along there. Now where are we? Zugspitze. How about that? But I think this was from the Austrian side. With Linda and family, I think we went up from the German side. I'm not sure. But this is the old, in any case, this is an old cable car. Getting up there. That was the first stop, I think, halfway up. Don't look too nice up there. And we'll find out in a minute whether it was as nasty as it looks. All cloudy and oh, cold, cold. Now we're walking over to the German side. That's the border. Not much to see that trip. We made up for it the last time. We certainly had beautiful weather when we just went over there with Linda and Eric and the kids. Look at that. Linda says, I had enough of that. Look at that. Can't see. I had forgotten how miserable it was up there, and then when we got back down, it wasn't half bad. Pass. This has got to be between Austria and Germany, and it's probably the old road. When we went down there this last time, we took the interstate, the Autobahn, and didn't do any of this. Someplace again. Look at those mountains. Garmisch. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the end of the first roll.